Everybody, welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com. It's our NHL rundown for Sunday, March the 3rd. We have a good number of games today. It looks like a 6-game schedule here on the board. Of course, the rundown, as always, is Steve Duncan. So let's bring Steve Duncan in right now, right over for Sunday's action. Steve, how's it going today?
Excellent, my friend. It was a good night. Hit a lot of picks, had a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to sending all these picks out to the land here.
Absolutely. Looking forward to this 6-game card from the NHL. We have some afternoon action as well into the evening, so we'll get underway here with this card. We get it underway here at 1 Eastern time. Coyotes and Capitals going head-to-head. We'll just let you know the expected goalies here. Ingram for Arizona, Kemper here for Washington. We find here the Capitals laying $1.35. Total sits here at 5.5.
Anaheim's in a very bad spot here. They're playing their 4th game on the road. They played Montreal, then back-to-back against Toronto and Ottawa, and they actually ended up beating Ottawa. So I think they're going to feel a little satisfied going up against Washington, who's going for a playoff spot. They're trying to keep a playoff spot right now. They got a really tired team, and they think that any team that's playing a tired Coyotes team on the road, who is not a good road team at all, should spank the crap out of them. They're coming off a big win against Philly, and I just don't think Coyotes are going to have any legs here. I'm taking the Capitals money line, and I'm really looking at the over 5.5 as well. Most of those coming from the Capitals. Coyotes a couple. Kemper hasn't had the greatest season this year, so I wouldn't be surprised if they caught 1 or 2 to add to that 5.5 total. So I'll take the Capitals and over 1.5.
All right, Steve Duncan, get his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. Coyotes and Capitals here for Sunday afternoon action. Steve likes the Capitals here at minus 135 and the over 5.5. All right, let's continue here on NHL Rundown. Up next, we're going to look at here at the Devils and Kings, 3:30 Eastern time. Looks like Nico Dawes expected for his jersey. David Rittich for the Kings. The Kings laying $1.30. Total sits here at 6.5.
This is a tough spot for both teams. The Kings just had a big win over the Vancouver Canucks. Devils have not been a very good road team. I was really disappointed that they didn't beat Anaheim the last game. They could have been looking ahead to the Kings here, but to me, that's like a character. You need every win you can get. If you push yourself to win the game that you're going to play in a position where you're down, I think, points out of a playoff spot, and you're focused on playing against the Kings the next night instead of winning, that tells me a lot of immaturity is going on there with the Devils. I thought the Kings here at minus 130. I think that's a good price. They got a lot more veteran players. They seem to be getting themselves back on track again. And David Rittich has actually been playing really well this year for the first time in a long time. So, Kings, minus 130.
All right, Steve Duncan, get his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. Look for the link in the description and get signed up. Devils and Kings for Sunday afternoon. Steve likes the Kings here at minus the 130. All right, let's continue on here on our NHL rundown. We'll be ready here for the next game coming up right now. All right, here we go. We've got the Jets and the Sabres going head-to-head here tonight. We got for Sunday evening action. Brosette in for Winnipeg. Comrie here for Buffalo. We see the Jets road favorites $1.55, total 6.5.
At first, I really liked, but they're both on a back-to-back, and Comrie here is playing against his old team, the Jets. You would think that he would put out a good show. Brossoit has actually had a really good year, and the Jets are coming off of a big win against Winnipeg. Kind of feels like a letdown spot. So this is actually a pretty tough one for me. The Sabres play well when they don't need pressure at all. And here's the thing, though. I think with Comrie and net, they actually do feel the pressure. They feel the pressure to try to win one for a teammate against his old team. And when the Sabres feel pressure, they don't play well. A fan of the minus 1.5 for the Jets. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say that the Sabres don't play very good if they want to for Comrie. Brossoit is a good goaltender. I'm going to go to the over instead. I think the Jets are going to be able to pot quite a few here. The Sabres are probably going to implode with the pressure of playing for the team, and they're playing at home. Hasn't been their best this year, so I'm going to go over the total in this game.
All right, Steve Duncan, get his premium plays over at TonySpeaks.com. Jets and Sabres go over total of 6.5 goals. All right, let's continue on here on our NHL rundown here, joined by Steve Duncan. Next game up here for a Sunday, we go to the Sharks and the Wild going head-to-head. You see that big line here. We have Kokkonen in net for San Jose. Gustafsson here for Minnesota. The Wild, 345 favorites, total 6.5.
The Wild are coming off of a terrible loss against St. Louis. They should have definitely won, no doubt about it. They got to be angry here. They got to be desperate. Gustafsson has been playing really well. There's no way this could be a letdown. At the very least, you win this one for your fans. You can't lose this one at home if you're going to miss the playoffs against the Sharks. I like the Wild. I don't like the price. If we could do it, I would go team total over 3.5 Wild. But as it stands, I'll take the Wild 1.5 for a little bit. Not really a fan of that minus 345, but I still think the Wild takes the puck line here.
All right, Steve Duncan, get his premium plays over at TonySpeaks.com. Sharks and Wild. He likes the team total over 3.5 here with the Wild, but here the puck line here with the Wild, lay the puck in half, minus 135. All right, let's continue here on our NHL rundown. Up next, we've got out west, we got the Canucks and Ducks going head-to-head here. We got Smith in the net here for Vancouver. Gibson for Anaheim. Canucks favorites on the road, 225 with a total of 6.5.
I would like to take the Canucks here, but they haven't looked good at all. They coached out the last game. Pocket doesn't do that very often. But I don't think it's going to change anything. I think the Canucks are going to hold their stick too tight here, and they're going to have a tough time against the Ducks. I don't know if I'm going to put this on my card, but I just got this funny feeling that the Ducks might pull this out at plus 185. So I'm going to take the Ducks a little bit. Challenge the Canucks to actually come out with a good game, because they haven't come out with a good game for a long time. And when you're going up against a Ducks team and you're not playing well, it actually puts a lot of pressure on a team. Because if they lose this one, they're going to look like fools. And the Ducks have nothing to play for except the win here. I just have this gut feeling they might pull it out. At the very least, maybe you want to take it a little more conservative. Go Ducks plus 1, minus 125.
All right, there we go. Steve Duncan can get his premium plays over at TonySpeaks.com. Look for those best bets. Canucks and Ducks here Sunday night. Likes the Ducks here. Also looking at the Ducks puck line. Take the puck in half, minus 125. All right, let's continue here on our NHL rundown. We move on here to our next game here for a Sunday, and that is the Penguins and the Oilers going head-to-head. Ned Djokovic in the net for Pittsburgh. It'll be Picard for Edmonton. We see the Oilers $1.92 with a total of 6.5.
I find it very interesting that they're putting Picard in here, although they were on a back-to-back, so I guess it does make sense. Vancouver has been on the road for quite a while. This will be 4 games in 6 nights. Very disappointing loss to the Calgary Flames. Loss to me spells the end for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I think they know it in their heart. They ain't making it. It's not very likely that they're going to have a chance here. Oilers with Picard in net, coming off that Seattle game. They took that Seattle game. It wasn't a tough game for them. They kind of played around with them like a cat and a mouse. And I got this air of confidence from them in that game that there was no way that Seattle was going to take that. And honestly, I didn't see that coming. I had a little bit on Seattle in that spot. But in this spot, if you're not going, if the Avs are not going to lose to Seattle in a big look ahead spot where you got David and going together, this is a huge game for them. I don't think the Oilers are losing to Pittsburgh here. No doubt about it. I'm taking the Oilers. I'm going to take them -1.5, and I'm going to take them on the money line, a little bit on the money line, a little bit -1.5. I think Pittsburgh into this game with very little confidence and really on a down, knowing that it's over. It's over.
All right, that's Steve Duncan. Get his best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. Find the link in the description. Oilers and Penguins, likes the Oilers here at -192. Also take them puck line, lay the puck in half, +124. All right, that was our NHL rundown, the 6-game card here from the NHL. All right, Steve, we're heading to Sunday's card here. Let everybody know what you have going over at Tony'sPicks.com.
Tomorrow, I should have some basketball picks coming in. We've been doing very well on that. I kind of faded it today, but I like tomorrow's NBA card a little better. And with the picks that I just gave you, I'm going to have a best bet for tomorrow. My first best bet, I came on to Tony's Picks. You might want to get over there. I'll give it to you for a good price. I usually do pretty well. I usually hit about 75-80% on best bets. So head over to the channel there and pick it up.
That's right, guys. Again, we're Steve Duncan over at Tony'sPicks.com. Of course, we'll let you know about that promo code. You'll be able to save that 20% off when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Steve's page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab. Look for Steve Duncan amongst the Cappers. Go ahead and get signed up. All right, that's going to do it here for our edition here of our NHL Rundown. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow. We'll have another rundown here for Monday's card. All right, Steve, have yourself a great evening. Make it a winning one, and we'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Take care, buddy.
You as well. So enjoy. Steve Duncan. I'm Tony T, guys. Have a great Sunday. We'll catch up with you guys later.